Hello?
No, no, baby, no.
Komt u zo? Hey. En
Ladies and gentlemen, Kuzangpo, and welcome back again to this pleasant evening where we are witnessing a matchup to decide who stays on top, as we have NAMLHA FC, the current co-leaders, at the top of the table, facing off against one of the stronger contenders in this bout, THIMPHU Raven FC. Today's match features NAMLHA FC, who currently sit at the top of the table alongside THIMPHU FC with 7 points from 3 matches. Here is the table right now. NAMLHA FC is on top, tied alongside THIMPHU FC. They have played 3. They have won 2. Their draw did come against THIMPHU FC in that thrilling 3-3 game where all 6 goals came in after that half. It was a fantastic match, but it, however, does put them level against THIMPHU FC, the team to beat, the fan favorite. Right under them is Saunajongor FC, who currently have only 2 matches played. They have won both of them, from which they did get 6 points. They did play against the under-19s, but again, as a reminder, the under-19s will not count in this qualifiers, as they are simply a guest team participating simply for competitive exposure, as they are heading over to Maldives on the 22nd to take part in the SAF tournament. Today's challenger is THIMPHU Ravens FC. They have played 3, but unfortunate for them, they have lost 2. They first lost a 2-3 defeat to THIMPHU FC, the second 0-1 loss, and their third, they did win that against the under-17s, who are currently pointless at the bottom of the table. So it does mean that THIMPHU Ravens' odds are much lower, and that as THIMPHU FC is right on their heels, NAMLHA FC will need to show their best and come up with the 3 points. Because if they slip up somehow, THIMPHU FC will be right on their heels to snatch the leader position away from them. And so for NAMLHA FC, today's objective will be simple: maintain their strong position at the top of the table. In the meanwhile, for THIMPHU Ravens, it is an opportunity to cause an upset and cause complete chaos in the qualifier table, as our 22 warriors, along with the 4 referees, enter the field and we await the national anthem. And here are the lineups facing off today for NAMLHA FC. Jampal Ngirup will be again on goal with number 31 Samtin Norbu. Number 8 John Flynn again starting for NAMLHA FC with number 3 Damchiwandi, number 4 again Doji, number 5 Genjo Topke Nyakam, the fan favorite, again back in the number 7 spot. Kinzan Gelpo, number 9 Jimmy Tenzin, number 10 Isha Wangchu, number 11 Pupdoji, number 17, and Bella Punto Jimmy, number 18 for NAMLHA FC. Quite a strong lineup from the side of NAMLHA FC. As for THIMPHU Ravens, we have Ngong Jampal on goal. Nyumaezer, the captain for their side. Again, the man of the match from the earlier face-off against the under-17s. Jimmy Doji, number 3. Karmatashi, number 5. Tenzin, number 17. Sangirinchen, number 19. Kinzang Tendrup, number 21. Tandin Toji, absolute powerhouse of right foot in that man in number 24. Prince, number 25. Sangitopke, number 26. And Doji Tinle, number 28, will be the lineup facing off today. And there are the referees for today. Pema Tsong will be the main referee, assisted by Wang Chin and Kilepenjo. And the fourth official for today will be Virendra Rai. Also, while we are at it, please do let us know if you which teams you expect will go through too. So far, the standings are looking quite solid, but an upset today here from the side of THIMPHU Ravens could cause quite a disaster for those in the leader position. Samdru Jonkar, who are currently without a loss, might actually get a chance to go through to the Premier League. NAMLHA FC, if they do not get the 3 points today, THIMPHU FC will finally take the lead as expected from most fans. They did manage to have quite a hard series of matches so far. They have managed plenty of comebacks, but it has also meant that they conceded quite early on and were put quite on the back foot. But with heroics from players like Tenchu Niu, Tenchu Gelson, THIMPHU FC did manage to somehow claw their way back into victories that in the initial stages of the matches seemed quite difficult. But then again, today we have one of the stronger teams from the qualifiers, NAMLHA FC. They have been completely outgunning all the other teams. Despite conceding goals, they have presented quite a lot from their own. Their two starting matches starting quite strongly, with performances from their number 11 Nishiwanshu, performances from Kenjo Topke, their number 7, and strong defensive chemistry from Jimmy Tenzin and Bella, their centre-backs. Today we are seeing the addition of John Flynn alongside the two centre-backs. We did not see them play together that much, as there is an early advantage for NAMLHA as they get that goal kick. Jampal Ngirup, a pretty solid performance from him as well. NAMLHA FC have managed to be able to confidently hold on to their lead from their strikers with the performance of their goalkeeper. Many crucial saves from his side. As NAMLHA look to play early advantage, there is Bella. He does like going for those long balls, but right now he is deciding to play it safe and plays it short and low. Prince with the header. THIMPHU Ravens have shown that they have been able. Apologies. They are a team that has had difficulty, especially in possession, as their short passes do not quite work well in the midfield. They have relied mostly on Prince to send the ball long, especially from the back line, which they have been very confident with. The front line have shown that they are capable with the minimal opportunities they have gotten. NAMLHA FC a complete opposite. So it will be an interesting matchup to see today. THIMPHU Ravens did manage to hold out 2-3 against THIMPHU FC, the favorites of the qualifiers, as they have a corner played in early, headed away by Jimmy Tenzin. No chance in getting past that mountain of a man, as it is again headed away. Still anyone's ball at this point. Ugandoji could not get their hit again. Ginzagapo, brilliant pace on that wing, not enough to keep it alive, however. There is Tanindoji again. In that last match, we showed the full potential of that man. Had a contender, a shootout against St. Gelson. With the free kick performance he showed. So despite the difference in points, THIMPHU Ravens are not a team to be discounted. We have seen plenty of them in the matches. Despite their losses, do let us know which player on the field today caught your eye the most, other than the obvious favorites in Nyakam, Bella and a couple other players. As there's NAMLHA. Brilliant pressure from the side of THIMPHU Ravens early on. Quite a lot of changes in possession inside the first 5 minutes. Jimmy Tenzin decides to play it back to Jumpel, who finally clears it away, but it is too low and goes right into the midfield. Bella, too heavy on that touch, but does manage to get it back for his squad. There is Heshuangchu, a prolific scorer from the side of NAMLHA FC. Did go band for band with Nyakam in terms of goal scoring. Had his hat-trick in the first match alongside Nyakam's one. And in the second, when Nyakam showed out and got his own hat-trick, Heshuangchu did get in with plenty of assists and a goal of his own. So he is also one of the key players to watch. John Flynn, haven't seen much from the American. Did get his first start against in the friendly against the under-19s, where NAMLHA did lose 10-0. But let us forget it like it was a fever dream, as it was a friendly, it was consequenceless, and NAMLHA did manage, did try to at least get some experience for their bench players. Hopefully we see the American finally getting used to Bhutanese football and the Bhutanese environment here in Changlimitang, as there is the captain from THIMPHU Ravens. Not enough from Yumaeza to hold on to the ball, as it is Jimmy Tenzin with the clearance. Plenty of back and forth from both teams so far. THIMPHU Ravens, the only team to have managed at least a shot off. There is the captain Samten. A crucial piece in orchestrating the NAMLHA FC offense. He gets everywhere. We have seen phenomenal effort from all the captains in the teams. Both Samten Norbu and Nyemaezer, amazing leadership and amazing on-ball possession from both captains, as there is Kama Jump. So just managed to get that shot off right into Jumpel Ngirup. There is Heshuangchu on the ball again, decides to play it in the middle to Ugandoji. Plenty of workhorses in both teams. So far, our concern going into this qualifiers is the lifestyle the players have been living. As a professional athlete, or as an athlete aiming to commit to this career full-time, it is important that they maintain their fitness, they maintain their conditioning, and that they are able to run around the field for the full 90 minutes. And despite being the qualifiers where we expected the pace and physicality to be slightly lower than that of the Premier League, we are seeing quite capable feats from all teams. In terms of physicality and pace, they are matching our expectations quite heavily. as there is an opportunity for THIMPHU Ravens on the right side. Ball played in, jumping it up. Not enough air to get under the ball on that header. There is Tandindoji. As the goal kick is awarded to the side of NAMLHA FC. Bella wants options. Seems like NAMLHA will not be looking for their long balls too much. They have shown exceptional ability in their short passing game and their slow build-up. There is something. Decides to play it to the right to Jimmy. Solid patience there from NAMLHA. Decides to play in midfield to Ishe. Plenty of options, plenty of space. May finally be the first proper attack from the side of NAMLHA FC. Through ball attempted towards Nyakam. Does not quite get there. Bella. Good read from the big man. Saw that it was out. Solid play. It is beautiful seeing his partnership alongside Jimmy Tenzin. They have added John Flynn to their ranks. He was playing a defensive role, but he seems to have been sent forward this time around. NAMLHA FC using him at all parts of the pitch. We are going to be seeing him in another position as the play develops, as it is sent back to Jimmy Tenzin. Long ball to that right flank. Offside flag is raised. Kinzangebo. Very crucial for NAMLHA FC down on that right wing. He has, however, shown himself to be quite a passionate player. Makes full commitment towards his runs. Plenty of communication with his teammates, which any coach would want from their players. But sometimes that much passion can sometimes get to your head. So hopefully we see plenty of patience from his side today, because they will absolutely need it against the THIMPHU Raven side. There is Tanindoji down on that left flank. Goes down but does manage to get the pass off to the middle. Kama Jamso sends it off with that right foot. Jumping it up, easy save. Not enough power to quite threaten the goalpost there. Something. Nyakam, beautiful back pass to the middle. Ugendoji. Ishwanchu. Too short on that left pass, as it is easily cleaned away by Prince. Ball now sent back into the middle. Kinzangebo has that right foot shot, flies across. Easy save there for Ngong Jumpel. There is THIMPHU Ravens. Cross finally goes inside. Dangerous possession inside the box. Shot flies off from the edge of the box. Not enough, as it will be a goal kick for NAMLHA. Fantastic cross with that left foot. Not enough on that interception. Slight panic there. Challenge doesn't quite get there. Prince. Brilliant read to send it off. Breathing room for THIMPHU Ravens. There was Damchawandi from NAMLHA FC for the throw-in. Throw in by THIMPHU Ravens. Ishiwanchu, fantastic touch on that to send it back to Ugintoji. John Flynn did not expect that pass at all. It is still anyone's ball at this point, and THIMPHU Ravens gets there first for the cleanup. It was onside. Bella. The audience wanted a call on that challenge. Anyone's ball. Again, Ishiwanchu for the cleanup. Ball played middle to John Flynn. John Flynn to Ugintoji. Finds himself the space. It slows down the pace for NAMLHA. If they play their cards right, they for sure will be the team to come out on top. But THIMPHU Ravens, like the Ravens there are, will be left to pick up on any slip-ups from the side of NAMLHA FC, so they better be as careful as they can. There is Ngong Jampel. Then Ndoji. A key part of their win against the under-17s in their last match. There is the coach for the new NAMLHA side, Ngong Tendum. Did come in from Tensung. Jimmy Tenzin right into Prince. After the string of safe matches against the under-19s, which ended up being complete goal fests that weren't that entertaining. We did have that match yesterday between THIMPHU FC and United Finseling. Although United Finseling did come away with the loss and the 0 points, they did earn the audience's respect. With the leads, they did force THIMPHU FC on the back foot. Beautiful football played yesterday. Inchi Gelson did have that fantastic strike to put the equalizer in. So now that we're back with the momentum of beautiful matches back in the qualifiers, hopefully today presents itself as something phenomenal for the audience as well. As there is a through ball played out to something on the right, then Ndoji right there for the challenge, and it is sent away for the corner. Brilliant pace there from the left back, but it does mean that NAMLHA will get to use their height to the fullest. Something. Plenty of white shirts inside the box as it is played in low. Outside to Bella. Bella, can he get enough time for himself to get the shot off as the shot flies off? With the left from Ugintoji. Awkward connection on that left foot, and it is sent out for a goal kick. Then Ndoji almost lost that pass. Offside flag has been raised. Also apologies, but the question asked in the comment is something I didn't think of. So please do understand that I don't have any answers for that. I will manage to get it after this match, as I haven't thought of that situation yet. But I will make sure to give you an update by tomorrow, as there is a shot flying off from the side of THIMPHU Ravens. Comfortable save there for jumping it up. Prince gets the ball back. In the earlier matches, we did see unrelenting long balls coming from the side of both teams, especially Prince and Bella, the two centre backs, did prefer to send it off into the middle as much as they could. But today they seemed to have been instructed to slow the pace down. Now that both teams have plenty of experience in the qualifiers, they are pretty warmed up to build enough trust in their slow possession game, as there is the coach from THIMPHU Ravens, Kinzawanchu. John Flynn decided to go for that heel flick there. Does end up getting stolen by NAMLHA. Bella with the short pass again to Ugintoji, juke that defender out. As something now spaced down that left flank. Ishiwanchu, brilliant player, goes down, gets the whistle. As unorthodox as it may seem, Ishiwanchu is very, very skilled at getting the whistle in from the referee. Especially when he cuts, he knows when to bait the defender into sticking their foot out and manages to get late challenge every time by the defender, as this is again a cross played in way too low by something. Does manage to get the ball back, however. John Flynn, opportunity inside the box, ball played in with the left, not enough power as it flies right into Prince. Headed away from midfield, still anyone's ball. Bella, therefore the pressure pass does manage to get right through the middle. Only one man to beat. Saw the goalkeeper off his line and tried to send it high above him. Plenty of confidence from the side of THIMPHU Ravens. Despite facing off against the league leaders, they know that they have the capability to match them in every aspect. They are simply unfortunate to not have found their rhythm in their first two matches. But coming off of that win from the under-17 side, they know that they have the capacity, as there is the first touches from Nyakam. Beautiful one-touch passes. Sends the ball above. Shot goes off, not enough contact on there to beat Ngawang Jampel. There was that attempt again from Yishe. He did decide to go for that shot while the ball was in an awkward position. But he does manage to win the corner for NAMLHA. Ball played in low. Contact off of that left foot. Brilliant attempt there from NAMLHA FC. Not quite enough to hit the mark though. Ishiwanchu coming closer and closer to opening the score sheet for today. There is the power on that foot again from Tandin Doji. NAMLHA FC will not want to concede a free kick. There is Jimmy Tenzin with the deflection. Read the trajectory of that ball perfectly as shot flies in from the edge of the box. So close, but no cigar. Costly mistake there coming from the side of NAMLHA FC on that pass. Gave plenty of choices for THIMPHU Ravens to work with. Fantastic through ball, not enough on that touch. As it is again Kinzangepo on the right. He has the pace to take it forward himself and the ability as well. Decides to play it to John Flynn. Will make the overlap himself. Something. Does not like his options yet. Sent back to Nyakam, who has dropped. Far back, Damche missed pass on that as it is cleared away. Damche is one of the solid players from the side of NAMLHA. Despite not grabbing that much attention or building that much presence, he has been solid all around. Not many mistakes come from him, but we are seeing a string of mistakes coming from his side today. There is that pass from John Flynn out to Damche. Damche, fantastic cut back in, and there is space for Ishe to work with. Ball played in the middle to Nyakam. Touch a tad too heavy, and it is sent back. NAMLHA forced to retreat. But something is open on the right. NAMLHA, ball played into the midfield. Nyakam headed back out to Damche. Clearance went off his own teammate, but did manage to get the ball back. Nyamaezer. Not enough to beat Jumpel Ngirup. Nyamaezer was quite late. Jumpel did get to it first, but contact initiated. Nonetheless, Jumpel did not like that at all. But apologies are coming in from Nyamaezer. Beautiful sportsmanship so far. In that last game between THIMPHU FC and United Finsling, we did see multiple red cards flying out from the referee. One went to the first goalkeeper by Tika, and the other red card went to the bench to the third goalkeeper. It was a troublesome stretch for THIMPHU FC. But they did manage to come back and win that match. Hopefully we do not see any more red cards, as we would like to see a proper 11-on-11 battle. The odds are pretty dim for THIMPHU Ravens. With their 2 losses in their first 2 games, they only have 1 win, which gives them much lower odds of making it to the Premier League. But if they can manage to derail NAMLHA FC from their unbeaten streak, it will cause chaos in the table as it stands right now. Fantastic run there, fantastic clearance there from Jimitenze Nyamaezer. Wanted that whistle. Referee had a better angle. Calls the contact clean, and it will be a counter-attack for NAMLHA FC. Ball back with Bella. Space down the midfield for them to work with. Ugendoji. Too hard on that pass. He only had John Flynn, but they do manage to get it back. Doji gets it back from John. Something had that possession at the edge, but wasting the opportunity, as it will now be THIMPHU Ravens. Danindoji on the throw-in. There is Jimmy Tenzin. Rushed that long pass a little too much, and it is now a throw-in for THIMPHU Ravens. Still within the first half an hour. Both teams at a stalemate right now. Goals could come from any side so far. Kizagapo, brilliant touch there, but Prince beats him to the ball, and it is sent out for a throw-in. The referee. A couple of words there for Prince John. It is a throw-in nonetheless. Space, Bella in the midfield. almost lost the battle of pace, but did manage to outstretch his foot forward. Cross coming from the side. Kencho Topke. Ball placed beautifully. Jumpel Nyerup. There is that a cleaner look on that jumper. Looked like he had the ball on, had his hands on the ball first, but it was quite a close call. Seems like we are back without any major issues. In sports, due to the physicality involved, it is expected that there is a certain probability of injury risks. But let us pray that nothing happens to the players right here, as a clean game would provide us with the best levels of entertainment. As there is again, Tenzin down on that right flank cross, does not go through. Throw-in awarded to THIMPHU Ravens. Still in a stalemate here at the 30-minute mark. If you have any guesses as to who the goal scorer, opening goal scorer for this match will be, do let us know. So far, THIMPHU Ravens are coming much closer and closer towards the goal despite their failed possessions. Whistle on that challenge there from John Flynn. Sangetopke did go down, and there we see number 24 Tandin Toji on that ball. With the size of those legs, he is taking goalkeepers by surprise with that power. We have seen free kick heroics from him. Despite the distance, it should not be much for him, as there is that shot again. Shot right into the post, slightly above the crossbar. Not the best attempt he could have shown us. But NAMLHA better not take the risk of giving THIMPHU Ravens more and more set pieces. There is Ngong Jumpel. Decides to play it long out to that right. Will go straight to Damche. A bit short on that pass from Yishe. Challenge late, as there is the through ball out to Nimaezer, and he is fortunately offside for NAMLHA. Hugindoji releases it quickly. Bella with that left foot out to midfield, intercepted easily, but they still have possession. Something. Back to Ugindoji. Ishiwanchu. NAMLHA does manage to survive this, not for long, as possession is back again with THIMPHU Ravens. Both teams, brilliant levels of effort so far. Kinzangepo misjudges that control, and the ball flies out for a throw in for Tanindoji. Come on, Jamso. Brilliant pressure there, coming from the side of NAMLHA. The teams in the qualifiers so far facing difficulty in beating the opposition press. The under-19 energy exposed all of the teams. When their forwards pressed the defenders, most teams ended up losing possession and conceding goals. So it will be something they need to work on going forward into the Premier League. As there is again something. Manages to release that ball with the last ditch effort. John Flynn back to Ishe. Brilliant cut in, has that space for that right foot. Prince sacrifices his own body to get in the way of that shot. Ball headed towards the middle. Clearance goes the wrong way, and it is Kinzangepo. There is a man down again from the side of THIMPHU Ravens. It will be an opportunity for NAMLHA FC from the corner as we resume play. Ball placed perfectly in the middle, not quite as it finds his contact with Prince. Again, an update with regards to the qualifier table so far. The under-19s are already a Premier League side team, so they are already qualified, and their participation here will not count. Other than them, 2 more teams will be promoted from this qualifiers up to the Premier League. So far, the league leaders are NAMLHA FC and THIMPHU FC, both with 7 points, coming from 2 wins and 1 draw. They are closely followed, however, by Samtujongar, who surprisingly has 6 points on the table, coming from their 2 wins and are still unbeaten. If THIMPHU Ravens today manage to get away with the win against NAMLHA FC, NAMLHA FC's odds will drop quite drastically, as THIMPHU FC will have the opportunity to take the lead away from NAMLHA. So far they are tied in points, but with goal difference, NAMLHA FC are on top. Jimmy Tenzin, fantastic interception there. Hishiwanchu has that one-on-one. Does not like his options going forward, decides to play it in the middle to Bella. Well, back to Ishe. Ishe too heavy on that, but still manages to retain possession. Plenty of fakes as the shot finally goes off from Ugendoji.
Number 11.
The defenders had a tough time reading Yeshe Wangchu's moves. Did end up giving him a free runway all the way from the flank right to the middle. Ugendoji had to settle with that shot, but they do get a corner, however, as Something plays it right inside the box. Much better placement there. And it is an opening from Bella. We felt it coming. From which side we did not know, and Bella there answers the question. Too tall, too strong, unstoppable in the air. As Bella opens the score sheet, putting NAMLHA FC up on top right now with 1-0. Smiles flying across from NAMLHA FC. I did not think he expected that goal from himself as well. Less than 10 minutes remaining into the first half. THIMPHU Ravens now find themselves on the back foot. But ladies and gentlemen, please do not be surprised. We have seen no shortcomings in terms of comebacks from pretty much all the teams so far. In this qualifiers, despite being goals away, teams have managed to claw their way back to a draw, claw their way back to a victory. And this story may very well follow that storyline. NAMLHA does have that throw in. There is Kinzagapo on that shot. Pass decided to choose John Flynn, not enough on that touch as it is sent long. There is Damche again, solid defending. Jumpel, Jimmy Tenzin. Amazing read there from Yeshe to get the ball back. There was quite a heavy challenge on the number 11. It is a throw-in played by NAMLHA. Yeshe did not see the defender in the way of that pass. It is Jimmy Tenzin who does manage to come back on top of that ball. And now Damche will have the chance to take it forward. Decides to hand it over to the captain. And John Flynn. Again a missed pass coming from the way of Yeshe. Solid performance from him so far. But that challenge as that shot flies in. Close call on that effort from Sangirinchen. Jumpel Ngirup. There is that replay on that. Sangirinchen decided to go for that shot, seeing Jumpel Ngirup off his line. Jumpel. Hats off to the goalkeeper on that effort to deny THIMPHU even that goal. It was going in, it was on target. Brilliant hustle from the goalkeeper. There is Ishwanshu again on that fake. It works. Ball does manage to go out again to Something. No look pass there with that left foot. Nyumaizer, the captain with the chance to make something happen. Bella sends it off to Wenger. NAMLHA. Yeshe on that run, and As I said, Hishawanchu fantastic at drawing the whistle. He is very shifty in his change of directions. Baits every defender he comes across. And there is that whistle again. Tomorrow's match, I believe, is between United Fensling and Samjunker, I think. There is something. Decides to play a cross in. Headed away. But it is still Kinchtopge. Apologies. Gabo coming in with the cleanup. John Flynn. Pass does manage to connect with Kinzangepo. Bella! The centre back. All smiles on his face again. The crowd is absolutely loving the performance from the big man today. Does have that opening goal from the header. Almost had his second with that volley. Too flat of a contact and went under the ball. As NAMLHA get the opportunity to regroup and launch a counter-offensive again. Ball played back to Nyakam. We haven't seen much from their hero so far. Frantic challenge there in midfield from Mugendoji. There is Prince. He is very effective defending against slow build-ups as the ball is sent far out for a goal kick. THIMPHU Ravens ever so close to a goal of their own. If they have any hidden cards, they will need to play it before we head into the halftime break, as the reset in momentum will be very costly for their side. There is Damche. Throw-in played short to John Flynn. John Flynn. Jimmy Tenzin. Pass manages to get back to Bella. But Bella too high in spirits to get an accurate pass out of that. Nimaezer. Pressure building on the captain of THIMPHU Ravens as we await the signal for extra time, and there it is. 1 more minute until the referee blows the whistle to signal the end of the first half. NAMLHA FC are close to a second goal of their own, but they will not want to allow THIMPHU Raven to do anything. A solid defending from Prince. 9. Kinsam Gyalpo, any sniff of the ball. High press coming from the side of NAMLHA. Easy breach there. Brilliant pass played right through the middle of the NAMLHA defense. Something. John Flynn. Beautiful cut back. Seconds away from the whistle. Referee does decide to let that shot fly. Then Ndochi, easy save for jumping it up, and that will be it for the first half. Brilliant effort from the side of NAMLHA FC. Their qualifier run looking strong so far in the first. Ladies and gentlemen, THIMPHU, and welcome back again as we resume the second half between NAMLHA FC and THIMPHU Ravens. So far the scoreline standing still at NAMLHA FC 1-0 for THIMPHU Ravens. Strong performance from Bella on that header from the corner to give them the advantage. Multiple close calls after that. THIMPHU Ravens also on the border of netting themselves a goal as well. As there is John Flynn, finally one of his pass connects, as there is that left-footed cross going in. Nyakam almost there, jumping it up. Brilliant read to get to the ball first. Then Ndoji. Pass played down to the middle. Brilliant press there from the Ravens. But the press is beaten and Karma Jumso with the opportunity to launch the counter-attack down on that right flank. Through ball played. Bella tried to send it out for a throw-in, but it ended up going for the corner. Early opportunity to come back into this match with an equalizer. It will be Sangirinchan taking the corner for the Ravens. It will be difficult to beat the height advantage of the NAMLHA FC defenders. But the ball is open and it is finally cleared away by Damchawangdi. Ball played out from long, no contact there. It will be a throw in for Nyamayezer and for THIMPHU Ravens. Also to give you a quick update on the qualifier table right now, at least for the viewers who are tuning in. After the second half, we do have NAMLHA FC and THIMPHU FC currently on top of the qualifiers with 7 points. NAMLHA FC do have the advantage over THIMPHU FC given their goal difference. Samachongkar FC, the regional team from the east, is right behind them with 6 points. United Fencing, 3 points. The under-17s currently at the bottom of the table. THIMPHU Ravens also have 3 points. And that is the current standing so far. It is a must-win game for NAMLHA FC, as there was that close goal. Ball went off the crossbar, completely unexpected. There is that replay on the shot again. These long-range attempts constantly reminding jumping it up to stay on his line. Triple team on that right flank against Sangirinchan, as it is now again another opportunity for THIMPHU Ravens. THIMPHU Ravens jumping it up, clears it away with his foot. Anyone's ball in midfield. It is sent out to the right Kinzangebo. Too ambitious on that ball for something to get to it first. Cleared away by Prince for the throw-in. John Flynn. Finally his touches are connecting. He did have a difficult first half, especially with all those missed passes coming from his side, but he is looking to have a solid second half. His passes so far have been beautiful. His vision finally connecting with the touch on his feet. An eventful first half from the American, but looks like it will be a completely different story in the second half. Bella Pass does manage to go through, but it was offside. It was brilliant control from the side of Vishewanshu on that left flank so far. Especially on that ball. Jimmy Tenzin plays it short to the middle to Ugintoji. It will go out to the right to Kinzangelpo. Something finally manages to get the ball and sets it up for Kinzangelpo on that run on that right. Too early on that cross as possession is handed over to Thimphu Ravens. Brilliant through ball. Manages to beat Damchiwandi on the left back. He does manage to deflect it off for a corner again. Multiple corners for Thimphu Ravens in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Can they finally make something happen out of this one? Sangirinchen plays it to the back post. Bella heads it away to the back. We did see Bella score from that same spot in that header early on in the first half. No fairy godmother on the side of Thimphu Ravens this time, however. Tanindoji plays that throw in from way far back. Referee does call a throw in again for Thimphu Ravens, and Tanindoji will manage to send it out long this time. Nyemaezer unable to beat that challenge. Throw in finally for NAMLHA. John Flynn does manage to win it back. Nyemaezer slightly late on that challenge, but enough pressure to win back possession for Thimphu Ravens. But there is again another change in possession. Kinzangelpo too early on that cross again. Had plenty of space to set himself up on that right wing. Decided to go for that cross anyways. It was shot and it will be now opportunity for Tandon. Brilliant through ball. Jumping it up, however, gets to it first. So far, pretty solid performances from both teams. Just unable to find that little bit of magic in the final stretch. Although the scoreline is favoring NAMLHA FC right now, Thimphu Ravens have shown the better position in their opponent's half. So it is still too early to discount them from this match. We still have most of the second half for the Ravens to build something up. Too heavy on that touch again from John Flynn. We are seeing a 50-50 performance from the American. 50% of the time his passes connect, 50% of the time his passes don't. There is the first yellow card of this match towards the NAMLHA FC side. Bella, fantastic clearance from the big man as it is Kenjo Topke. Does send that ball off with the prayer. A bit too much on that pass, Prince. It did not go offside. Tanindoji kept it alive. Puptoji thought it was out. It will be called for a handball. Unfortunate there. for Pupdoji. But it is still quite far away for THIMPHU Ravens. Ball sent right into the goalkeeper, jumping it up, comfortable save for the goalkeeper. He was tested multiple times by the THIMPHU Ravens. One close call did come as he stepped off his line and the ball almost flew over him. He did manage to hustle back and slap the ball away from the goal line. Also to our dear viewers right now, as it is currently a stalemate, I would like to put out a humble request to please do subscribe to the Bhutan Football Federation channel if you haven't already. And massive thanks to our beverage partners Coca-Cola and to our main sponsors Bank of Bhutan. Throw in for the captain. Yima is there. Intense pressure there from Kinzangabo to send it out of bounds. Ndoji manages to get the ball back. Brilliant move from the big man. Does finally lose the ball. Challenge there towards John Flynn. Easy whistle there for the referee. And there is the yellow card. Flying off towards Ndoji on that challenge on John Flynn. It was a hopeful possession from his side. Frustrations did come in at the end of it on that triple team. Prince sends it away for a throw-in. NAMLHA finally in a dangerous position to work with after quite a while, and they lose it again. THIMPHU Ravens immediately on the counter-attack as the entire pack runs up forward. Nyumaezer all alone on the left has that one-on-one. Forced to send it back. It is Ndoji coming off. Will send that shot forward. We know he has the power in his shot. But that challenge from NAMLHA came in at the time to force him to hesitate in his shot. It did make him adjust slightly towards the right, and it made all the difference in the world for him. Prince. Anyone's ball at this point headed away, and it will be a throw-in for THIMPHU Ravens. Ball still kept in the air. Then Ndoji does manage to come back at the end of it. THIMPHU Ravens. Unfortunate decision there to let the ball roll. Ndoji almost had it, but the referee did not like that physicality. Ndoji, brilliant pass there. Unfortunate decision from the side of Nyumaezer. Misjudged his distance from the line. John Flynn. Beautiful turnaround this time around. Challenge coming again from THIMPHU Ravens. Referee will want a word again. And there is the yellow card on Kinzang Denjo. Multiple yellow cards. Hopefully the players stay disciplined enough to not concede the red. Sloppy touch there on that The ball from the free kick was solid. Almost intercepted by Jimmy Tenzin, as there is another challenge towards John Flynn, and it is now the captain of THIMPHU Ravens. How is John Flynn still alive? THIMPHU Ravens.
Another challenge towards John Flynn, and it is now the captain of THIMPHU.
3 back-to-back possessions where John Flynn was knocked down.
Our number 11 to Mosa. Who judging the game in the match?
Fantastic control there. Quite be the opportunity the THIMPHU Ravens were looking for, as that left foot sends the ball a bit too heavily above the crossbar. There is that replay again. Plenty of power. Something. Brilliant bit of skill there by the captain. Does manage to send it out to keep their possession alive. John. Challenge there from Prince. On Ugandoji, as he is still down. Referee allows play to build up. There is Bella. A referee finally noticing the fall of Ugandoji. It was quite a heavy challenge there from Prince. Looks like he is back on his feet, however. Although Ugandoji does not have any contributions reflected in any stat sheet for the qualifiers, he has proven himself to, at least through the eye test, he has proven himself to be a player who has held down the midfield for NAMLHA FC. He doesn't get that many balls, but in the possessions that he is involved in, he does manage to give NAMLHA FC as clean of a possession as he can. Brilliant decision to let the ball roll forward. Intercepted in the penalty area. And it is something who comes away with it. Heavy challenge there. Brilliant movement from something, as there is a substitution coming in for the side of THIMPHU Ravens. It is now something finally coming in for THIMPHU Ravens. He is one of the crucial keystones in the side of THIMPHU Ravens and their offense. He has a good sense, especially in committing to the runs that his teammate sets him up for. So it will be interesting to see how THIMPHU Raven changes with this substitution. It should result in quite a different playstyle than what THIMPHU Ravens has displayed so far. Fantastic challenge there in the midfield. Too much, however. THIMPHU Ravens deciding to send it along. Fair challenge there for the header. Seems like Phuptoji was downed by that contest from Numaizer as the medic is called in. Seems like the medic has cleared things off. As we resume play at the 66th minute mark. This is one of the few leads we've seen in the qualifiers when a 1-0 lead has seemed completely safe. In all the other matches, it has been a tight battle. THIMPHU Ravens are definitely coming closer and closer, but it does not seem like they will have enough time. Bella. High press coming from the side of THIMPHU Ravens, but not enough communication there to cover that left zone. Numaizer was expecting a teammate to cover his left back. Challenge there from Ngawang. Apologies, something Norbu. Does send Prince down. Loose line there from NAMLHA. If THIMPHU Ravens do want a goal, it might be very well now. But they do manage to lose possession. John Flynn decides to send it long out to the left. Ball still in the air. London. Bella. Beautiful interception there by the big man. Does not manage to connect on that pass, and it is a throw-in. NAMLHA's number 7, Genjatopge, or more popularly known as Nyakam, is currently the top scorer in this qualifiers. After the plethora of goals coming from the side of NAMLHA FC, they seemed to have slowed down coming after the loss from the under-19s. They did go scoreless in that matchup, but they did play. They did start their second 11. We are yet to see Kenjitokge make a positive effort today as well. Fantastic through ball out to Numaizer. Jampangirov just managed to outstretch his legs. Numaizer and THIMPHU Ravens wanted a handball call. The referee had no vision on that whatsoever. The view for that ball was completely blocked. And as such, NAMLHA FC do have the initiative back on the counter. Still anyone's ball in the air. A bit too soft on that touch with that chest. And now they decide to send it out to Kinzan Gilpo on the right. Fantastic decision to send it out middle for the pass. Prince. Challenge went right into Ngong. Something Norbu. Obvious offside there. There was that possession. Even from this angle, we can't really see it clearly. Something and Niemeyer both wanted a call from the referee on that. But we do not really have a clear angle on that. And to confirm things, John Flynn, miscommunication there again on that left flank, as his teammate was body checked and unable to commit to that overlap. Brilliant challenge from behind, poked away by John Flynn, gets it back. Taken down again. Nintendo physical defense. Too hard on that pass from the captain. Something was there, but jumping it up does manage to pick it up. NAMLHA FC are currently on top of the qualifier table with 7 points, joined by THIMPHU FC at the top of the qualifier leaderboard. They are followed closely by Samdjonker, who has 6 points. And as such, to better their odds of going through, NAMLHA will want to secure their victory and the 3 points today. THIMPHU Ravens are doing a good job of keeping this match as close as they can. If they somehow manage to bring this match to a draw, NAMLHA FC will be set back by quite a bit, as the performance from the regional teams in Samdjonker and Funslin have been improving. Samdjonker have an unbeaten record so far with 2 wins and 6 points. Funslin, despite their losses, showed us a beautiful match in that last face-off against THIMPHU FC. They managed to get the lead from THIMPHU FC, but were unable to stop Tinja Gelson from the set piece. Conceded the goal from the free kick, and after that they lost all momentum, but it was a respectable fight nonetheless from the regional team. NAMLHA FC early break, referee calls a whistle to slow it down. NAMLHA FC did take the THIMPHU Raven backline by surprise. But the referee does blow the whistle to put an end to it and give them the reset. Fantastic ball out middle. Space to work with. Too little power on that finish. There is that shot again on that left flank. It was a brilliant ball played in from Jimmy Tenzin. Pass played short by Kinzan Kebo. John Flynn attempted it. Something but not enough flair, and possession is handed over to THIMPHU Ravens. They do have the initiative but not enough manpower to complete this attack. It is Kamajamso in the midfield. Sangetopge rolls it back, expected Karma Jamsu to fall back, but it will be Kinzangebo. Prince again with the beautiful return in Doji, plenty of space to work with. Shot again swerving to the right, as there is a substitution coming in. Nyakam being substituted out for Kinle Rabke, again one of the key players. Applause flying from the crowd, as there is Nyakam stepping out. An uneventful match for the Star so far, but Kinle Rabge is a suitable substitution. Kinle Rabge has been an absolute hound in the midfield for NAMLHA FC, crucial in multiple positions, in their earlier games will be looking to do something for them again. Ball is kept alive. Yemaizer did go down. The captain's body language speaking volumes upon volumes of pressure and burden, as THIMPHU Ravens are on the back foot right now. Ball almost kept alive. Brilliant possession there. Ishwanchu was challenged on that touch, but it will be a throw-in for NAMLHA. Brilliant pressure there on John Flynn. Does still manage to keep possession. The American heavily targeted by THIMPHU Ravens today. Less than 15 minutes remaining. Quiet stretch so far from both teams. Yemaizer stepped on as he finally gets a call from the referee for his side. And it will be a free kick from quite a dangerous area. So far THIMPHU Ravens have been unsuccessful, but NAMLHA FC has been leaving their back post surprisingly open. THIMPHU Ravens just simply unable to take advantage right now, but there is John Flynn covering that back post this time. Sangirin Chen on the ball, played without sight of his foot, still alive in the penalty area. It is Prince and finally cleared away by Ugindoji. Doji, costly there. Plenty of power there from the side of Ngong Something, but there is something down. NAMLHA captain. Ball played middle. Wangchu denied on his run. He does manage to get the recovery. Is on the edge of the box. A dangerous area for him. Does manage to send it pass out to Kinnerab. Get back to Wangchu. Cuts inside. Does still have possession. Right foot shot deflected. Brilliant hustle from the number 11. It is Okindoji. Ball back with the captain. Decides to go for it. Close possession there for NAMLHA FC. Ishwanchu again. Is challenged by Chimitoji, and it will be a goal kick for Thimphu Ravens as we have less than 10 minutes left. Can the Ravens find the magic they need in this final stretch? There is Tanindoji, jukes his defender out. John Flynn denying that pass. Tanindoji, beautiful chip in through to the back. Sange Topke sends it out middle. Bella heads it away. Doji. Intense pressure there from Thimphu Ravens as the pressure is building. Brilliant touch there from John Flynn. Finally, as that pass connects, challenge there. Shoves coming from the side of both players, and it is Prince who goes down. Brilliant IQ there from Prince to secure that whistle from the referee. Crucial stop there. As it is again Tanindoji with the ball in the center half. Dendo off to Nyumaezer. Nyumaezer, brilliant pressure there from Kinzangepo. NAMLHA FC quite compact in the opponent's half there to deny any easy passes. Quiet stretch here from both teams. They are showing flashes, they are showing sparks in the midfield. The confidence in the final third simply lacking, as it is again headed away by Damshtoji. Damchwangdi. Plenty of space for Nyumaezer to work with. Decides to send it out in the middle of the box. Bella heads it away. Shot off that right wing. Both teams throwing away possessions. Wasted shots. We know that they have the composure. We know that they have the ability. Both teams simply refusing to take the best shots they can in this matchup. Tandon does manage to win back, sends it in the middle to Karma Jamso, who sends it back to Tandon, denied by beautiful denial by the captain. Kinzangepo unhappy with the challenge there by Kinzan Tendup. There is Tanindoji. If Thimphu Ravens will come back into this game with a goal, it might very well be from that man. Throw in for Thimphu Ravens, not quite enough to get there. To Nyumaezer, ball played midfield to John Flynn. Ishwanchu on that left flank. Pass again, not enough to get there. The clock ticking down. Although NAMLHA FC are in the lead right now, it is not safe. A bit too heavy on that interception. Brilliant pressure nonetheless from Kinzangepo. Nyumaezer, the captain. Despite the dark looming fate of his team right now, his work rate has been exceptional. It is better. Too strong on that long ball, and it goes right into Ngong Jumper. Prince plays in midfield. Sang top gear to Kinzang Tendu. Touch Ting. Back to Kinzang Tendu, who finally clears it away into midfield. THIMPHU Ravens attempting to breach the NAMLHA FC backline again, as there is a substitution coming in. It is Tandon Doji being sent off for Vijay Rai. Tandon Doji was one of the wildcards for the side of THIMPHU Ravens, especially here in the final minutes where they need a goal, but Tandon Doji already has a yellow card from his challenge early on. So it may have been quite a smart decision to sub him out. Less than 3 minutes remain until we are shown the minutes for extra time. It is Sangye Choje Topke on the ball. THIMPHU Ravens committing most of their manpower inside the box. If they need a miracle, this may very well be it, as the header flies off. Brilliant positioning from Nyumayezer. Just not enough contact to guide the ball into the net. The captain's burden falling even more heavy with that close goal. For Nyumayezer, a beautiful bit of skill there by Something over to John Flynn. All the space in the world to work with. Decides to play it out to the penalty area. Had the shot himself, did not take it, and instead went for that pass. Kinzang Kyapo challenge got to him in time, and it will be a throw-in for THIMPHU Ravens. Ball played midfield. Brilliant through ball. It is Ngong Something. Jumpel Nidrup. Completely outstretched to deny the number 7 the goal. Brilliant through ball. This time from the side of NAMLHA FC, not much. Again, a costly turnover in that final stretch. Pressure mounting on NAMLHA FC as THIMPHU Ravens look to get closer and closer to an equalizer from their side. Jimmy Tenzin has the ball. NAMLHA FC better decide to play it smart and retain possession. The glory of a second goal will not be as worthy as the risks of compromising the qualifier run. Nyumayezer, despite what the scoreline may say, the captain has been working hard. Poor touch on that receive. John Flynn back to Kinzang Kyapo. 3 more minutes. Of a pounding storyline remain. Can THIMPHU Ravens come back into this match with an equalizer. A loss here will mean that their dreams of qualifying to the Premier League will be shut off. And the Premier League spot pretty much guaranteed for NAMLHA. As I've said again and again, we've seen no short of last-minute heroics coming from every qualifier team. NAMLHA FC themselves managed a goal in the last 20 seconds in their nail-biting finish against THIMPHU FC, where they managed to draw 3-3 to share the points between the leaders. John Flynn, too heavy on that touch, does manage to retain it, however, and finally knocked down by Jimmy Doji. Frantic possession there for both teams. 1.5 minutes remaining, as NAMLHA FC have the ball and the opponents have this time. Plenty of space, the defense just gave up, and there was that shot off the side post. Confusion in the field right now, as that possession took THIMPHU Ravens completely by surprise. Less than 1 minute remain. Crucial possession this time for THIMPHU Ravens. Very well maybe the last chance they get, as it is cleared away to the midfield by Bella. Prince misses that clearance. Kinzangepo right there to pressure the ball. John Flynn, finally something valuable from the American. Does win the ball back. It is Ugendoji scanning for options. No easy forward passes as the ball is sent back to Ugendoji. Ishiwanchu. Brilliant possession from NAMLHA so far as we near the final whistle. Decides to go for that shot with that left foot, and that may very well be it. Owen Jumpel sends the ball out. It is the captain, but intercepted, thrown away, and there is the whistle. NAMLHA FC end this match 1 to THIMPHU Ravens 0. Despite the loss, we can't deny the efforts of that man with the captain's armband there. Brilliant, brilliant football from Nyemaizer. THIMPHU Ravens did come close to a goal multiple times, but today they simply lacked that composure in their finishing touches. They almost had a goal in denied by Jumpel Ngirup. And ladies and gentlemen, this may very well be the end of THIMPHU Ravens' run, as they are still stuck with their 3 points from their only win. They now join the under-17s with 3 losses. And NAMLHA FC take the lead again at 10 points. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a close match, but see you all again tomorrow. This was your commentator Ugentesh Toji. Thank you for tuning in. Please do subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Tough fight. NAMLHA FC well rewarded, as we await the results from the match of Samsut Jonkar and THIMPHU FC in their next runs, to see how the qualifier table and their leaders change again. Thank you for tuning in. See you again tomorrow. Peace out.